What I wish I knew at the start of this year, how quickly the Middle East tensions could escalate. The region has always been a hotbed of political and military activity, but the speed at which events have unfolded this year has been unprecedented. Now, Israel has just struck Yemen for the first time. Here's what we know. This development marks a significant escalation in the already volatile Middle East. A day after Houthi rebels claimed responsibility for a drone attack that killed one and injured several in Tel Aviv, the situation took a dramatic turn. The drone attack was a bold move by the Houthis, signaling their willingness to extend their reach beyond Yemen's borders. Israel has responded with airstrikes inside Yemen. This response was swift and decisive, aimed at sending a clear message to the Houthis and their backers. This marks the first time Israel has targeted Yemen, hitting Houthi military sites in Hadida. The choice of Hadida is significant, as it is a strategic port city that has been a focal point in Yemen's civil war. Who are the Houthis? Understanding the Houthis is crucial to grasping the broader implications of this conflict. They are an Iran-backed Islamist group based in Yemen, known for their involvement in Yemen's ongoing civil war. The Houthis have been a major player in the conflict, controlling large swaths of territory in northern Yemen. Recently, they've been targeting shipping in the Red Sea in solidarity with Gaza. This move has disrupted one of the world's most important maritime routes, raising concerns about global trade and security. The Houthis claimed their drone attack on Tel Aviv was in retaliation for Israel's actions in Gaza. This highlights the interconnected nature of conflicts in the Middle East, where actions in one area can have repercussions in another. The situation escalated rapidly. The speed at which events have unfolded has caught many by surprise, with both sides ramping up their military activities. On Saturday, Israel struck back, hitting targets in Hodeidah. The airstrikes were aimed at crippling the Houthis' military capabilities and deterring further attacks. At least 6 people were killed, with many more injured. The human toll of this conflict is mounting, with civilians bearing the brunt of the violence. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu stated the port was used by Iran to supply weapons to the Houthis. This accusation underscores the broader geopolitical dynamics at play, with Iran's influence in the region being a key factor. The Houthis have declared open war, vowing more attacks on Israel. This declaration marks a significant escalation, with the potential for further violence and instability. Israel's defense minister has warned that any further attacks will be met with severe retaliation. The rhetoric from both sides is heating up, raising the stakes in this conflict. This conflict adds another layer of complexity to the already volatile region. The Middle East is a complex tapestry of alliances and enmities, and this latest development only adds to the uncertainty. Both sides show no signs of backing down, raising concerns about a broader regional war, the potential for a wider conflict, with neighboring countries watching closely, preparing for possible spillover effects. Stay tuned for updates as we continue to monitor the developing story. The situation is fluid, and new developments are likely to emerge in the coming days and weeks. We will keep you informed with the latest updates and analysis. To understand the current situation, it's important to look at the historical context. The Middle East has been a region of conflict for decades, with various wars and skirmishes shaping the political landscape. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict, the Iran-Iraq War, and the Arab Spring are just a few examples of the tumultuous history that has led to the current state of affairs. Israel's military operations have often been a response to perceived threats from neighboring countries and militant groups. The situation in Gaza, for instance, has been a long-standing point of contention, with periodic flare-ups of violence. International diplomatic efforts have been made to resolve these conflicts, but lasting peace has remained elusive. Iran's role in the region cannot be understated. As a major power in the Middle East, Iran has been involved in various conflicts, often supporting proxy groups like the Houthis. The country's military and political strategies have significant implications for regional stability. The humanitarian impact of these conflicts is profound. Millions of people have been displaced and countless lives have been lost. International aid organizations are working tirelessly to provide relief. But the scale of the crisis is overwhelming. The international community has been vocal in its response to the escalating tensions. The United Nations has called for restraint, and world leaders have urged both sides to seek a peaceful resolution. Protests have erupted in various countries, with people demanding an end to the violence. Despite these calls for peace, both Israel and the Houthis are preparing for further conflict. Military preparations are underway, with both sides mobilizing their forces. The potential for a full-scale war looms large, and the consequences could be devastating. The economic impact of this conflict is also significant. The Middle East is a crucial region for global energy supplies, and any disruption can have far-reaching effects. Oil prices have already started to fluctuate, and stock markets are reacting to the uncertainty. Amidst the chaos, everyday life continues for many in the Middle East. People are trying to go about their daily routines, but the shadow of conflict looms large. The resilience of the people in this region is remarkable, but the toll of constant instability is evident. Experts are divided on what the future holds. Some believe that this conflict could lead to a broader regional war, while others hope that diplomatic efforts will prevail. Analysts are closely monitoring the situation, providing insights into the potential outcomes and implications. There is still hope for peace. History has shown that even the most intractable conflicts can be resolved through dialogue and negotiation. Peace talks and agreements have brought an end to wars in the past, and there is a possibility that a similar outcome could be achieved here. As we continue to watch the story unfold, we remain hopeful for a peaceful resolution. The Middle East is a region of great beauty and cultural richness, and its people deserve a future free from conflict. Stay with us for more updates as we bring you the latest news and analysis on this developing situation.